Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for joining today's live stream. I really appreciate it. We got a really, really good one in store for you today. Today's live stream is called Social Media and the Importance of an Alarm Clock. We're going to get right to it. I'm just going to wait for a couple more people to trickle in before we get this kicked off. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining. If you're new to the show, my name is Adve. What's up, Cooper? My name is Adve. I created the Are You Happy series where I go around the world and ask everyone I meet the same question. Are you happy? Their answers have taken me on the adventure of a lifetime. I started making this documentary back in February of 2019 and started uploading the videos in April of 2020. Peter Ward, yes I am. What's up, Jessica? It's really me, guys. If you're watching this on TikTok, make sure to head over to the YouTube Live. I go live there every day. I don't always go live on TikTok. So if you want to make sure you always check out the live stream, go to the YouTube, which is linked in the bio. Guys, just so you know, this live stream is called Social Media and the Importance of an Alarm Clock. We're going to talk about the effect social media has had on us and our happiness and how we could combat it. And no, you don't have to throw your phone out the window. You could still use your phone like a normal human being, but there are certain steps we can take to make sure it doesn't have a hold on our life and control of our happiness. Okay, but before we get kicked off on that part of the live stream, I just want to make sure everybody's here. I know it takes a couple minutes for everyone to get in. If you're just joining now, stick around. My name is Adve. Thank you, Peter. What's up? Watermelon. Hello, Cooper. Hello, Jessica. Yes, it's really me. Before we get started, I want to let you guys know this live stream is going to take about 20-25 minutes. It's going to be really, really good about social media. You're the best. Thank you, Blake. I'm so happy I'm here right now. Nice, Jessica. Nice. I'm so happy you're here too. Hello, Al. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining. Do I play bass guitar? No, I don't. Guys, if you're just joining now, we're about to kick the live stream off. The topic of today's live stream is social media and its effect on our happiness. We're also going to be talking about the importance of an alarm clock. Casey Neistat vibes, that's a compliment. Have you found the mountain, man? We are so close. We are so close. Okay, guys, we're about to get kicked off right now. We got about 80 people in the chat right now, so I'm really glad you guys are here. Thank you so much. I'll just take a couple more minutes before the rest of the team trickles in. If you're not on YouTube, make sure to go check out the live stream on YouTube. That's where all the live streams are, and then I get to show you guys photos and videos of what I'm referencing. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Make sure to check out my other videos, and if I'm ever not looking at the camera, it's because I'm looking at TikTok here, YouTube here. But make sure to check out the YouTube. I go live there every day, and I connect my computer to it, and that way I could show you guys what I'm talking about. L. Lebanese says, what is the key to a happy life? It has a lot to do with family. Be fruitful and multiply. It's no coincidence that it is a age-old adage. Check out the YouTube. Yes, thank you, Hype of Sunset. Okay, guys, we're getting started now. Thank you so much for being here. The topic of today's live stream is social media and its effect on our happiness. So if you go to facebook.com right now, you'll see Facebook's slogan, which has been there from the moment it was created. Hey, what's up, Rebecca? Rebecca, if anybody needs help in the chat or if anybody says something stupid, just ban them for life. Make it easy. How to get out of sadness, rut, and all right, so Phil asks how to get out of a sadness, rut, and unproductivity. We're talking about that right now. So the topic of today's live stream is social media and its effect on our happiness. Also, we're going to be talking about the importance of an alarm clock. If you go to facebook.com right now, it'll say free and always will be. And of course, all the other social media platforms we use are essentially free. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. There is no entry fee. There is no monthly subscription. You watch YouTube videos hours on end. It's free TV. But what's actually happening is that it's a higher cost than you would have ever imagined to pay. You're paying much more for Instagram and YouTube than you would a normal, say, Netflix subscription. And you're paying on a daily basis. So if you're on your iPhone right now, you go to settings, general, screen time, categorized by 7 days, you'll see exactly how much work you're putting into these social media networks. For example, the average person spends about 4 hours a day on their social media. That's almost like a part-time job. And I'm sure you guys have heard this before, but in any sort of monetary exchange, if something is free, you're the product. If something is free, you're the product. And what do I mean by that? When you're scrolling on your free streaming app like Instagram or YouTube, you will constantly be met with advertisements. Now, of course, the people that are advertising to you had to pay for your attention. And that comes at a high cost that you're giving away for free. Has a lot to do with data. So as you're scrolling through your Instagram, you're basically telling Instagram, hey, I like this picture and I don't like that picture. And the more information you give it, the better it is at selling accurate data to an advertiser. So for example, Josh is here, Josh Hornstein, great TikTok account. Say he's scrolling on his Instagram and he sees a picture from a friend that's a picture of a mountain. And he just scrolls right past it. He looks at the mountain, scrolls right past it. The fact that and by the way, somebody says Social Dilemma, great show. Very wrong. And I'm going to get to the Social Dilemma. Let me make sure to put that in my notes. Very, very misconstrued information, Social Dilemma. I'm going to talk about that. So Josh is scrolling through his Instagram, blows right past a picture of a mountain. He's basically telling Instagram, don't show me pictures of mountains. So Instagram will take that data, and anytime, say, Patagonia or Nike wants to advertise to people who love nature, they know not to advertise to that guy. Now, if Josh scrolls to a picture of a fast car and he likes it and he comments it, he's telling Instagram will then sell that data to the highest bidder. And all the while, you're not making any money from this. You're giving your time like a job, you're giving your data, and you're not making 1 cent from it. Hold on 1 second, connection is unstable. All right, so once, now that thank you, Rebecca. Now that we have established that these social media companies are not free, no matter what they say, no matter how they present themselves, they are not free. The way to essentially get the free version is next time you're scrolling and you get advertised to, you should get in the habit of clicking the 3 dots next to every advertiser's name, and if block isn't an option, do spam. Hit or report this ad, spam. And what'll happen is every time you block an account, they can never advertise back to that specific account. You do this enough times, there will be no more advertisers unblocked that can advertise to you. The only people that will be left are small businesses who are basically doing like a plug and play advertisement, and those are okay. Those are not intrusive. They're not bothersome. They're not trying to manipulate you. They're just somebody trying to sell you pizza, which is fine. I let those pass by, but my block list is longer than a phone book, and I love it. It's basically like a quiet museum. I go to my Instagram. It's nice and quiet. I just get to enjoy my friends' content without having to worry about Nike selling me a new pair of sneakers, and the way they're doing it is manipulative and harmful. Okay, so make sure to block essentially everyone who's got a blue check mark, every advertiser, every company. Block, 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 block. Rebecca says I do the same and have been doing it for years. Exactly. Rebecca gets it. If you get it, you're a moderator, like Rebecca here. All right, so the TikToks. I really appreciate you guys sending gifts through YouTube, gifts through TikTok. It's very nice, but 66% of those gifts go to TikTok, which is fine. If you want to support TikTok, the app, keep giving gifts. It's cool. If you want to support the show, click the link in the bio and click Become a Patron. That's the best way to support the show. It's cheaper than the TikTok gifts, and all of it goes to the show, not to TikTok. Okay, so back to the social media thing. So what if you get verified and start selling things? Should I block you? Yes, but luckily that will never happen. Okay, so social media is not free, obviously. You're giving your time like a job and you're not being paid for it. If you were to actually be paid for how much these social media apps make off you, we'd all be very, very rich. And there's like 30,000 advertisers on Instagram, so it's not an impossible number to block. Okay, so now you don't have to throw the phone out. Blocking is a great way to not be intruded upon while you're just trying to look at your friends' pictures of their dog, or your your aunt's wedding pictures. Okay, so another way to do it is by recognizing how they get you. A lot of devices have what's called a rise to wake feature, meaning as soon as somebody emails you, anything that you've allowed to be a notification, your phone will automatically turn on. And once the phone turns on, it's a battle of, am I gonna read that message? Am I just gonna read the message and respond, or am I gonna turn it off after I read it? There's a battle in your head, and everybody's fighting for your attention at that point. So a way to combat all of that is turn off all notifications. That way, you never have to worry about your aunt's friends, sisters, bosses, cousins, new picture of their car that you don't care about. Basically, if you just have downloaded these apps and have not changed the settings at all, you will be notified for anything that's happening in your friends' lives. And that's how they get you. They know you don't care about your aunt's, boss's, dog's friend, but they'll still give you the notification, because when the notification turns on, you're gonna open the app. You're gonna realize you never cared about that dog anyway. But at that point, you're in, and now you're seeing that your friend got married. You're seeing that your brother bought a new car, and now they've got you. Now they've got your attention. If they've shown you one ad, if they've taken a couple minutes of your time, they've won. So the way to combat that is go into the settings of all your apps and turn off notifications for things you really don't care about. You've probably got notifications on for being, for a friend of yours being tagged in. Sorry about that. Yeah, see, Rebecca gets it. I did this last year, never looked back. Your phone is really stealing so much of your time. And the way they're doing it is through like psychological manipulation. And I know that sounds way out there, but there's nothing is a mistake with these companies. Hold on. These companies are worth billions of dollars, so they're not going to do it. They're not going to do any guesswork. They're not going to do anything by mistake. Every single color that they use, every single placement of a button is tried, experimented with. Basically, the way they operate. Yes, did you watch The Social Dilemma? Yes, and The Social Dilemma is the biggest. It's complete propaganda. But we will talk about The Social Dilemma in just a second. Watch The Social Dilemma for the first 20 minutes, and then everything after that is complete propaganda. And I'll get to it. It's very interesting, because I was watching it thinking, oh, this is smart, until I realized what was happening. Okay, so all right, so nothing happens by mistake with these companies. Basically, the way they operate is they will have 1,000 engineers experiment with the placement of a button. Your experience on Instagram is not the same as somebody else's. Your follow button might be one color, somebody else's might be another color. And basically, they're constantly running experiments on us to see which placement, which color of the button works best in getting clicks. This is not a conspiracy. This is true. This is real. Okay, it's how they operate. You have to go into the app to turn the notifications off, because that's how the whole trap starts. Once they've got you on the app, they've got you trapped. So get away from that by turning notifications off. But the battle is not done yet. You have to turn off what's called badges. So they know that once you turn the badges off, then they're really in a difficult place, because the badges have to be turned off through the phone itself, not within the app. So what the badges are is on apps where you haven't looked at the notifications, they will constantly remind you that there's an unread notification gem right there just waiting for you. And is that badge a nice transparent, not very visible, not very intrusive color? No, it's big, circular, red, to convey urgency, red, it's like it's like, oh, and then it's like there's 9 plus, and it's like, oh, God knows how many notifications I got. So don't let them manipulate you through that psychology as well. The way to do that is go into settings, notifications. This is on the iPhone. I'm not sure about the Android. Settings, notifications, and then app by app. So they don't make it easy. App by app, you have to turn off the badges. Are you going to miss a couple texts at the beginning? Yes. Who cares? You could also, leave it on for some apps, leave it on for others, turn it off for others. All my badges, all my notifications are turned off. Does that mean I never open my phone? No, I spend about 4 hours a day on my phone. I wish it was 0 hours, but what are you going to do? But then you're in control. You're in the driver's seat. You choose when you want to open the phone. You choose what apps you want to look at, and nobody's guiding you there. Okay, so I went to school today. All right, guys, if you're let me just catch everybody up because I know there's a lot of people in and out of here. And I'm going to get to the second part of this live, and then we're going to talk about the social dilemma and alarm clocks in just a second. But if you're just joining now, my name is Adve. I created the Are You Happy series where I ask strangers if they're happy. Oh, Rebecca, could you unmute Charlie DA? She's just a kid. Yeah, my little cousin. It's okay. She could spam. It's all right. Okay. Yeah, let me just. Sorry. Hold on. Verona, somebody muted Verona. All right. Let's see. It's all right, Rebecca. I get it. Let me just unmute. All right. I get it, Rebecca. It's fine. Okay. So basically, the point of today's live stream is talk about social media and its effect on our happiness. We've already talked about how social media is not free. You are giving away your time like a full-time job, but you're not getting paid for it. They're using your time, converting it to data, selling it to the highest bidder. But that doesn't mean you have to throw the phone out. There are ways to combat it. Turn your notifications off. Turn off your badges. Block every single advertiser so they never have to watch you again. It's okay, Rebecca. Don't worry about it. All right. So we're going to talk about the social dilemma, and then we're going to talk about the importance of an alarm clock. That is probably the most interesting part of this. Okay, so the social dilemma, as I've been talking about this on my lives, a lot of people have said, watch the social dilemma, watch the social dilemma, watch this. All right, so I put on the social dilemma, and basically for those who don't know, the social dilemma is a documentary on Netflix. If you're not aware of the manipulation that comes from Netflix, me saying documentary on Netflix already says a lot. There's not a lot of truth that comes from Netflix. Netflix is bought and paid for. It's owned by China. Whatever. All right. It's not. I mean, it started as an American company. Now it's owned by somebody else. But that doesn't matter. What matters is Social Dilemma is straight up PROPAN prop bad ganda. Okay, I don't want to throw the algorithm off. It's not good. Okay, so basically what it is, for those who don't know, documentary on Netflix where a few ex-social media employees, like ex-employees of Google, ex-employees of Instagram, Facebook, no huge person, no founder, just like a couple people talking about the negative effects of social media, how they manipulate you, nothing you and I don't know. They're selling it as like, oh, this is some insider info. It's nothing you and I don't know. Yes, they manipulate us. We've known that. But where it gets really bad is 20 minutes into the documentary, it becomes this movie. It becomes a narrative film. Oh, it's docu-narrative film. No. It's a manipulative piece of prop, blah, 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 ganda. Why do I say that? Am I some conspiracy theorist? Am I some paranoid person? Of course not. Once they start introducing these narrative elements, they start pushing a message. It's no longer a documentary. It's no longer a nonfiction film. It's no longer research-based. It's all creative. What are we talking about today? We're talking about social media and its effect on our happiness and the importance of an alarm clock. Right now, we're talking about the social dilemma and how it presents itself as something that's true, but it's actually pushing a message with government interests. So halfway through the movie, it starts becoming a film, not even a documentary. And it's the documentary, what starts off as a fine enough documentary, ends up being a movie about a kid who becomes a flat earther and goes to a protest and gets arrested at the protest with his sister, and it has nothing to do with social media. And all of a sudden, all these people who started saying, oh yeah, I used to work at Google, here's what they're doing, they started getting political. They started saying, oh, well, social media is bad because it'll turn people into flat earthers, and it'll what else did they say? It'll make people, they use, conservatism or liberalism as like extremists. It'll make people extremists. So you're thinking in your head, okay, that's scary, but tell me more, you're waiting. And then they're like, and here's how we fix it. And whenever you're listening to somebody, including myself, whenever you're listening to somebody, you always want to know, what are they getting out of this? What are they trying to get to? So you're watching this documentary, and I'm like, okay, what are you getting at? What's the solution? A lot of news, a lot of media will fear, and then it's like, the country's falling apart. And at no point do they say how to fix it. So I'm waiting for the the documentary to talk about a solution, and they're like, this is our solution. And I'm waiting, and they're like, we need to tax the companies based on how much data they collect. We need to eliminate flat earth, conservative, liberal, Antifa. So we need to censor that because we want to make sure that these our people are only receiving the information that we want them to receive. We need to tax, and our government officials need to stand up and regulate this. So of course, the people, whoever, whether I'm sure the filmmakers, I'm sure the people in the documentary are all fine people, and I'm sure everybody at Netflix that picked it up and all that stuff, all fine people, but it's there's definitely hidden agenda, motivation that are based, in politics, government control, and I don't want any of that. Right now, what we're talking about is how to free yourself, not to chain yourself to government. Everybody's like, you watch Joe Rogan, and he's like, we really should make the internet a utility, and it shouldn't be owned by private companies. And it's like, wait, what is going on here? Are we a country of people that are free? Are we a country of people that have to turn to government to control everything? This isn't a political stream. I'm just saying, because a lot of people were like, watch the Social Dilemma, and before you watch, you should watch it. There's some good research there. But while you're watching it, focus on all the hidden agenda stuff. It's interesting. Okay, so if you're just joining now, I'm going to recap everybody, and now we're going to talk about the importance of an alarm clock. It's very interesting. So for those of you that are just joining, the purpose of today's live stream is to talk about social media and its effect on our happiness. By the way, the show is completely crowdfunded. If you want to become a patron, if you want to become a supporter, that's my thing. It's like, I'm not trying to lie to you. I'm not trying to hide a hidden agenda. That's what I'm trying to get. I want to make this my full-time job. I want to always give you guys this content all the time. So the way I could do that is through Patreon. So if you want to become a patron, click the link in the bio, click become a patron, or go to happypeople.me/donation, and that's the way to support. So there is no other hidden agenda. There is nothing else there. All right. So for those of you that are just joining, we're talking about social media, its effect on our happiness, and the importance of an alarm clock. If you'd like to support the show, click the link in the bio and click become a patron. The first thing I mentioned, if you're late, is social media is not free. No matter what they say, no matter that you never had to enter your payment info, you don't have to pay when you turn on Instagram or YouTube. It's not free. You give your time like you give time to a job, but you don't get paid anything at this job. It's a job where you work for crap content in return. And the amount of data that you give them is worth, if you were to make money from the hours that you just spend on this content, based off how much money they're making off you, me, Cooper, Peter, Jessica, Rebecca, all of us would be rich people. Blake would be the richest. Okay. But you don't have to throw your phone out. You could combat their manipulative ways. Yes, exactly. It's because we are the product and we're being sold to the advertiser. Exactly. You could turn off your notifications. After you turn off your notifications, turn off the badges so they don't use their circle, their red evil circle to get you back on there. And make sure you're watching how much time you're spending on these things, because it's easy to get lost. The Social Dilemma has good info for the first 20 minutes. If you never looked into any of this, you might learn something new within the first 20 minutes, and then it ends up being propaganda. Okay, so the importance of an alarm clock. And we're going to talk about this, and we're going to end the live. If you want to see more lives like this, become a patron, because these are saved and only viewable by patrons. They're not saved anywhere else. Okay. Link in bio or happypeople.me/donation. So the importance of an alarm clock, the single most crucial app on every single smartphone. What is it? Is it the phone? Is it the internet? Is it the social media? It's the clock app. The clock app is what changed everything. Clock app is what changed everything. What do I mean by that? Why? Why did the clock app change everything? Because it brought the phone from the wall in the kitchen to the privacy of our bedroom. The alarm clock app on the phone is what brought the phone from the wall in the kitchen, or from staying in the living room until we're ready to use it, to the privacy of our bedroom. If you're anything like me, you spend an hour before bed going through your phone, and then right before bed you put on your alarm clock, and then you wake up in the morning to that alarm clock. You wake up to the alarm, beep, 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 you roll over, first thing you do, you turn off the alarm clock. And then once you turn it off, all your notifications that you missed overnight. And then what are you doing? You've got the phone in your hand. Now you're looking, who texted me? Who emailed me? Before you know it, you spent an hour before bed, an hour before you get out of bed on the iPhone. It became the single most crucial app to affect the iPhone or any phone was the alarm clock app. So, and if you'll notice, you cannot delete the alarm clock app. It is built in within the phone. You can't delete it. So what can you do? Hide it. Hide it. Don't use it. Buy an alarm clock. Buy an alarm clock is the biggest piece of advice I could give you. Buy an alarm clock, go on Amazon and set your own alarm, and put the phone in the bathroom on loud. So if you get any emergency calls, you'll hear it, or just put it on the other side of the room. I'm not the kind of guy that's like, throw out your iPhone, live in the woods, no social media, no electricity. I'm not that guy. Just put it on the other side of the room. And I have no friends, so I get no notifications. So, yo, what up, my dude says, I have nothing to worry about. I have no friends. I get no notifications. Wrong. Because the way they operate is they'll give you your friend notification that your friends just went live. You ever get a notification that's like, random person just went live for the first time in a long time. Go check it out. It's like, I don't care about that person. But before you know it, you're watching the live. And it's like, oh, wait, why am I watching the live? You get out of it, but now you're on the feed. And then an hour later, you're like, well, what just happened? That's how they get you. So it doesn't matter that you don't have any friends. All right. So the importance of an alarm clock. You cannot delete the alarm clock app. And the alarm clock is much more powerful than Instagram, TikTok, Facebook combined, because it took the phone from something that you left downstairs and used it when you wanted, like a computer, and it put it in the privacy of your bedroom. It gets more attention than your girlfriend and your wife and your husband. You go to bed, setting the alarm clock, thinking nothing of it. You wake up, beep, beep, beep. The first thing you do, pick up the phone, and then you're trapped. All right, guys, thank you for joining this live. This live stream is called Social Media and the Importance of an Alarm Clock. If you like this live stream, if you want to see more live streams like this, become a patron. I've got a whole library of live streams just like this that talk about happiness, psychology, social media, money and its effect on our happiness. Click the link in the bio and click become a patron. I'm standing by the email right now to jump for joy for anyone that becomes a patron. Thank you, Princess Sarai. I appreciate it. Scotty, thank you. This is a really good live. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you. Are we able to turn notifications on for lives? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I think you could. I think you could if you go to the app. All right, so now I'm opening it up to questions on YouTube. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. On TikTok, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But we're gonna wrap this live stream up. You could go back to your lives, hug a grandma, call a loved one. Before you hang up, tell them you love them because you never know. If you want to support the show, if you want to support the show, if you want to see more lives like this, click the link in the bio and click become a patron. Pineapple Milkshake says, why do I always join at the end? I'm not sure, Pineapple Milkshake, but if you're here at the end and you're like, oh, this sounds really interesting, all the live streams are indexed for people who are patrons of the show. It's literally $3. If I was in your city and I was like, hey, I'm in your city, you want to get a cup of coffee? And would you say yes? Would you ever want to get a cup of coffee with me? If the answer is yes, click the link in the bio and buy me a virtual coffee, and we'll talk. I'm standing by the email right now to see if anybody becomes a patron. No biggie if you can't. It's okay. The concept of your show is exactly what we need. Thank you for making it. I really appreciate that, Sheridan. I really appreciate that. If you could become a patron, it would mean a lot to me. It's the way the show stays alive. I'm standing by the email now to see who became a patron. Are you happy? Yes, I am very happy. I'm happy I have a healthy family. I'm happy I have a family. Happy for the clothes on my back. I'm very happy. All right. What's your coffee order? Just black. Just straight black, regular coffee. Keep it easy. Not a big coffee guy, but yeah, I keep it really easy. Oh, that was a good live stream, huh? What's a patron or whatever you're saying? Yeah, so Patreon is basically like a small monthly donation. However much you want. You want to give me $1, you want to give me 50 cents. There's mom over there hanging some clothes on the wire. Yo, what's up, James? So, yeah, it's a small monthly patronage. Usually people will do like $3 a month. Really good live. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate you, Rebecca. Rebecca, you get it. You get it, Rebecca. Love your content. Thank you so much. I'm back. Had to do something. No problem, James. For those of you that missed the live, it's fine. We went through some really, really good stuff. I really had fun on this live stream. If you want to watch the live stream, it gets saved for, how do you do it? You go to happypeople.me/donation, or you click the link in the bio and click become a patron. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, guys. Go follow Josh. He's got a really great account. But yeah, support the show through the link in the bio. If you're on YouTube, go to happypeople.me/donation. How do you sign up to become a patron? You go to happypeople.me/donation. Funded. Did you find the Mountain Man? We are so close to finding the Mountain Man. If you missed the live stream, if you're just joining now, I'm sorry because you missed a really, really good one. We go live every day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today's live is a little bit late because I got a phone call I was expecting, so you kind of set things off. But yeah, thank you so much. happypeople.me/donation. Thank you, James. That's the way to become a patron. I really appreciate it. Let me also put it here, www.happypeople.me/donation. And when you become a patron, you get index of all the live streams that I've done, and you can call yourself a happy person. I think that's the goal. That's why I call it happy people. What happened with the Sunset Girl in the end? She was found by her family, and she's safe and sound. I made a whole video about it on my YouTube. Check out that. Man, that was a really good live stream. I'm gonna start wrapping it up now. Unless you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat. How's it going, man? Good, Sean. Good. It's going pretty well. Thanks for asking. Really appreciate you guys. Much. It really means a lot to me. Oh, and this show is completely crowdfunded. Crowdfunded from followers that like the show and want to pay it forward. So Unicorn, Sean, Pineapple Milkshake, all you guys, thank you for supporting the show. If you're not supporting the show, please consider clicking the link in the bio and becoming a patron. Okay, guys, thank you for the TikTok as well. You don't have to give TikToks because 66% of those go to TikTok, the app, which is fine if you want to support the app. But if you want to support the show, click the link in the bio and click become a patron. That's the best way to support. Whew, that was a really good one. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Much love, peace, be kind, call a loved one and say I love you before you hang up because you never know. All right, much love. End the stream here.